That'd be fun to watch it come down to the last week and it's guys playing each other and they're both like tied for blocks, just diving out for the
They don't even have a stick. What the hell are you
They
doing?
pass it to the point on purpose so they have to eat.
It's like, coach, I gained 15 followers last year. I need this. Let's go. Guys, quick break in the action. I want to talk to you about our proud sponsor over at Streaker Sports. You've probably seen some of our ads on Instagram so far, or if you're listening to the podcast every week, it's what we like to wear for our teams here. That's not ECH apparel. They got so much cool stuff over at streakersports.com. We're looking through some new Snoopy merch right now. I have a hoodie at home for the Gophers.
Part of the Peanut collection.
Ooh,
this one's from a
Peanut
I guess a
Gallery.
bubble team that we discussed earlier.
Bubble
if you
team?
want to open that one up.
Ooh, we got Arizona State here?
Yeah, this is another
I
bubble
see a
team
cactus.
here.
It better
Another
be.
bubble team, part of the Snoopy collection, the Peanuts collection here. But
See, this is a large, mainly for the sleeves, which is where I need it.
it's a lot in the
good.
chest because of all the heart I got. But Penn State.
That's clean, actually.
Yeah.
Penn State, Nittany Lions, fresh ASU merch. Forks up here, people.
I like it.
Little
Thank you,
cactus on there.
Streaker, for the care package. Guys, head to streakersports.com. Use promo code ECH15. You're going to get 15% off on Streaker Sports. Get all the best merch. We have all these teams, right? Penn State, Arizona, Army, Canisius.
If you're not getting
Canisius, I
ECH
don't know,
merch
but-
and you want to support your team, go to Streaker Sports
Yeah,
and do that.
it's
Use
the best
promo
spot.
code ECH15.
Boom.
And now, back to the podcast. All right. Welcome back to Pucks in Deep, episode 149. I'm your co-host, Connor Thelman. Joining me, as always, James Murray. How are we?
Couldn't be better. We're in first place, baby. That's how we are.
Could it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Beavs.
Not all of us are,
No.
unfortunately. But yes, your
Ain't that the
Beavers and the CCHA. I mean, what does that even stand for? They don't win hockey games, too many of them. But
No.
But the Beavs do, baby. Is it the Beavs year? People are saying.
They keep rimming the puck.
A lot of rim.
A lot of rim.
A lot of rim for those Beavs.
Good things are going to happen. High glass chips. Stick to the systems, and we're good.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
How funny
Good.
was that clip that we posted this week? Just straight out of the Atlantic. I thought it was shot in the Atlantic. Or
Dude
the
just
CCHA.
wore one off the boards.
Like, dude, stop rimming it. All right, next face off. All right, we're going around the world here. It just rims it off the glass.
That is CCHA puck. That's
yeah,
also
it is.
Atlanta puck.
But
There's
the parity, though, for every conference, I should say, and all the standings you look at them, they're pretty close other than the ECAC.
ECAC.
It's been really good to
Can
see.
we just give that to Quinnipiac?
Just give it to them right now. I know our post said who's going to finish this year in first.
Yep.
Quinnipiac's one of those teams, and that's a for sure.
very steep lead in the standings right now.
Yep,
So
yep.
this week we're kind of going through a little early Christmas special. We'll have a pod next week as well. Not announcing that guest just yet, but you're going to want to tune in, and then we'll break down the upcoming games a little bit more. But let's recap the season. A lot has happened. Just like our post here, who's on top. Let's talk about it. Should we start with your prediction that you're very happy about, that you've brought up every single week in Michigan State?
Yeah.
Big Ten right now.
I'm
Like that one kind of
happy.
jumps out at you. Obviously, they're top 5 in rankings right now for a reason. But
Maybe the most surprising thing is who's in second. It's Wisconsin.
Yeah,
No one
yeah.
had,
the badge.
I don't think any person had both of those teams at the top of their standings in the Big Ten going into
No.
Christmas. There's no way.
Not even you.
I had Michigan
You
State.
had
No,
one.
I had Michigan State then Minnesota, I believe.
I had neither. Yeah, I had Minnesota. I think I had Michigan a lot higher than 5th right now. How are they behind Notre Dame?
I
Doesn't
don't
really-
know. I was talking to another player on another team. Not going to name him, but he's just saying, dude, like, what's the story in Michigan? I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But then you go look at the
I mean,
World Junior
Richter-
roster that just came out. You
Richter
got
got
5
hurt.
guys on there.
Rucker got hurt. I
That's
think
true,
that
but
was
he's
a big,
back now.
big one. Yeah.
Back for USA, which is huge.
Huge seeing him
Good to see
on
him
there.
back on.
I didn't know
we're
we're jumping to World Junior so quick.
Oh,
but yeah,
I'm just
like,
saying, like, I was just referencing it, but good to see
they got
him.
a lot of talent. Yeah. I think they will figure it out. They've been doing a lot of splits. Same with Minnesota. Like Wisconsin and Michigan State are the only ones really getting sweeps in the Big Ten.
Yeah. I
Like-
mean, Minnesota has not swept, and Notre Dame hasn't swept either. They've played 2 less games than most teams. Oh, I guess Michigan State, yeah. Minnesota's played 2 more games than everyone else. Now that I'm looking at it. So,
And they're in 3rd.
and they're in 3rd.
Tough.
That's
There's been
the
a
loss
lot
of Cooley hurts.
Lots
right
of
before
Cooley.
the season. You can't go
Snuggerud
get your
is
guy.
either the best player on the ice, or you don't notice him as much as you should.
You still have a
know.
good year, but yeah.
But he's not like. I thought he would be like top 5 Hobey right now.
I think they'll have a good second half. All the freshmen will pick
I think
it
he'll
up.
heat up. I think he'll heat up. But yeah, it's been an underwhelming start for both Minnesota and Michigan, I would say.
Yep.
But let's go to first. Okay, fine. We're gonna go all conferences
Yep,
right now. So
yep.
it's Big Ten. Let's jump to CCHA. Let's just get through it. I don't want to hear about it again. Beavs, it's
Yep.
their year. Somehow they are leading the conference with 22 points.
Again, another conference where I don't think anyone in the world had them 1
No
and
one
St.
had
Thomas 2. No one
one
had
had-
those top 2 either. Same as the Big Ten.
No one had
so.
Lake State in 4th.
No.
Michigan Tech, as they've came out live as of late, I did give them the DOS boot like 3 weeks ago, and
You better hope they tank now. Or
for whatever reason, between that and the tapes of the coach in the locker room, that's all that's been playing is my voice in those tapes. But they are on fire right now, so they're climbing up. They're a little bit behind your Beavs. St. Thomas, good for the Tommies. They're the
We both picked them to win the CCHA, right? Tech.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Tommies have the only winning record right now.
They got 2 less games played than first and second team though, and they're 2 points or 3 points behind Bemidji. So
yeah, like I don't know how this one's going to play out. I still think Mankato could win it all. Like
Northern Michigan
points.
could come and win it all.
Yeah, Northern Michigan doesn't look bad.
Or Bowling Green.
Bowling Green will not. I will
points.
die on the hill that Bowling Green will not.
Okay, they have the same amount of points, but Northern Michigan has a chance. Bowling Green, no chance.
0.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ferris State has a better chance of getting.
Okay, come on.
Okay.
Next conference.
Next conference. That one's over.
ECAC, we give it Quinnipiac, right?
Yeah, and Cornell, we're still looking
behind.
for them. We think they might have gotten ran over and buried in a ditch somewhere.
They're fine if they start winning their games here. They got a lot of games versus RPI, Harvard, Brown. Even
they just need Ian Shane to
win.
pitch a shutout and score a goal, and I think he can do it. He's good enough that maybe he can figure that one out. I think Clarkson's the only one who has a real chance of catching. Like Colgate's in 3rd right now. They're tied with Cornell.
Yeah,
that's weird.
I don't see Quinnipiac lose. They're gonna keep winning games.
There's so many. How is Harvard 1-5 right now? Like that's just a weird conference.
Again, like Michigan, I don't know.
All right,
just don't know.
Clean summary: Quinnipiac wins. Yep. Hockey East, obviously gauntlet of the year so far. BU on top, BC right behind them, followed by Maine. That's probably my favorite part to see. You just love to see the Black Bears in there. Pretty shortly behind. Providence has been down as of late, but remember how hot they were? I think they got up to like top 5 this year, top 4. Like the Friars could not lose at one point, and at home they really don't. So the second half is going to be huge for them to keep climbing up there. New Hampshire sniffing around at number 5. Didn't expect that.
No.
Also didn't expect UMass to be returning as high as they're 11-4 right now.
Yeah.
Like
in 6th place in the Hockey
talk about
East.
Conference. They're top 10.
They've looked really impressive some weekends.
They're a team,
couple off weekends, but other than that, they've been scary.
Yeah, they're a team I think it's going to make it outright. If obviously the
but
season
does that
ended
not scare
today,
you? They had the same amount of points as UConn. I know you're going to say here, but they had the same amount of points as UConn. That's 7 teams right there in the Hockey East. Technically, all should be, which we're going to go over later, our NCAA tournament picks, but they all could be in that tournament.
They could. Yeah, no. The Hockey East tournament is the one to watch. For the playoffs, because any of those teams, not only can they win to make it in, they could do damage once they get into the tournament.
Yep.
Like I don't want to face any of those teams. Like I wouldn't mind playing against UMD right now because besides the power play, what do you got to worry about?
Yeah.
So that Hockey East is I don't know who to predict to win this one. What are you taking right now? Like BU has 23
I took
points.
BC to start the year, and they're in 2nd place right now with 19 points.
And they haven't played each other yet.
They got each other at the end of January, and then next week again at Beanpot.
God, I can't wait for Beanpot.
So, I don't know.
I want it.
I still think BC can come out on top.
Yeah.
I don't want to say
who's
too much.
looking better
on
so
BU.
far early? I think
the BC line looks like the best in the country.
Which one? Yeah.
The freshman line.
Freshman line. But Cutter
Cutter looks great.
I don't know why he's not in more Hobey talks, honestly.
He will be. Give it time.
The guy, he is their line, and he's playing the top line for them. Like, just the leadership in that locker room, too. Did it last year. I mean, he's probably going to win us a gold medal here.
Yeah.
Guy's the man.
Well, there's some guys on...
And he's hitting the hell out of people.
BU that look really good, too, and Celebrini's start to the year at 17 years old has been unbelievable.
I think Celebrini is definitely, right behind, Devine and Rizzo from Denver?
Yeah.
At least for points.
Are you saying for Hobey?
For Hobey right now. If we're thinking, I picked Lane Hudson to start the season.
He
hasn't
could
had
be
a
too.
bad year, but you're telling me he can't turn it up in the second half? Yeah, for sure.
Lane could, yeah.
He'll be right there. What about that guy from Denver? Boyum? Zeev? I can't even pronounce his name. I hope I didn't do a disservice right there. He is disgusting.
Yeah.
The only Denver guy to make this roster for David Carl and the boys. He is going to be leading the fellas out there. He might have more points than Hudson the way he's been playing. He does right now in college hockey. So
we'll see.
Why
I don't know.
not?
Between again to go back to the Hockey East though. BC,
who are you picking? I'm picking BU to keep. That's a boring pick. I want Maine to take it.
I'll take BC to change it up, but I really like what I've seen at BU too. So
how sick would Maine be though? You love
Maine? Yeah, I just don't see him winning. Do BC and BU have way too much talent for Maine to just come sneak in there?
Yeah. Nadeau brothers, man. I got Nadeau fever right now.
Yeah, they're good, but is it enough to overcome what BC and BU has.
Probably not. Probably not. Okay.
But I'd love to see them get home ice
It would be fun
for the Hockey East playoffs because we're going to Maine for that one if they get home ice.
Damn right. Same with New Hampshire. I know their fans are gonna hate us. We don't mention them. They're having a hell of a year. Good for UNH. You know, they're currently in 5th in
They can get home ice too.
Loaded Hockey East. They're above Massachusetts, who has 11 wins.
Yeah. So, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen. Any team could fall just off the face of the earth. Let's be honest. But
how about Vermont too? I mean, Northeastern beginning dead last. I did not predict that either. Like, who would have thought that? So
no, Merrimack at the second to last.
That would
then
stink
UMass
too,
Lowell.
man.
Like you don't see those teams at the bottom 3 usually often. So
I think Lowell. I mean, they've had a tough one with Anchorage beating up on them, and you know they'll end up higher than 8th. I think they'll end up in 7th.
I have no idea what to say though. As far as how the Hockey East finishes up, it's just a mess right now. Every team's within 2-3 points.
But those are we got BU and BC.
Yeah, I'll take BC. You're giving BU.
I got BU right
and
now.
That's the regular season. Yeah, we'll see.
NCHC, we getting into there.
God, St. Cloud, unbelievable out of conference.
How are they
conference? Out of conference.
How they're so far ahead when they're not even ranked top 10 right now? Impressive. It's impressive. Like
it's 4 points ahead of North Dakota, who's been number 1 for a couple weeks this season.
Yeah.
So
which like North Dakota obviously could have done themselves some favors by getting more points against Colorado College.
Yeah, they should be
weeks
like
back.
1 point behind right now, but now they're 4.
Yeah, that was a big one. But like, I mean, they really have been on an absolute tear since, let's see.
Western's heating up now too. Denver's in 4th place, and they've been top 3 the whole season in the poll. How does that make sense right now?
Well, they keep splitting in conference, so like, I guess, I don't.
Now CC's in the mix. They're 3 points behind Denver.
But with St. Cloud not playing Denver yet, obviously I think that helps them. They haven't played North Dakota yet.
That's just going to make things tighter though.
They've played Miami. They swept them. They swept the Bulldogs. Sweeping at Western, that's the most impressive thing on the resume right now. Like at Omaha, I can give them that. Omaha's not a bad team at all, but you know, you beat up on the Bulldogs at home and you beat up on Miami at home. You should do that, but that's a lot of their points. So shout out to them getting it done. I mean, they started 2-4 this year. I think I gave them the Dun chain too, or the Das boot. It sounds like something my dumb ass would do. And they won 7 straight after I said that. So they're kind of good. I hate to say it. Good for the Dogs. North Dakota, I mean, I still think they're the best team in this conference. Like,
Denver right there too with
Denver if they put it together, like they're just, I don't know, their goaltending is so shaky at best.
Rizzo will most likely win the Hobey, and they got him. So
yeah, but like, and even their defensemen, they're there to score. That's the only thing is they just got to play more defense. Like if
Western could take it,
if they got into more rimming. Like the Beavs. You're telling me this team wouldn't be the scariest on paper?
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
I'll just say the CC sweep over Nodak.
Yeah.
Last weekend was crazy.
Turned some heads, and both sick OT winners, man. Breakaways.
You know who CC has next?
Who?
Here at Minnesota.
Ooh.
Yeah.
The Ghosts?
Yeah. Then they're at Duluth, and then they host Miami. So a chance to even move up further in the NCHC after the Minnesota series. A chance to move further up if they can take care of business against Duluth and then Miami, which they should take care of business.
Yeah. And
CC could be.
Gophers will be missing some boys, man.
Yeah, and the Gophers will be missing.
Tournament. That's
right? No. The boys should. They might miss the first game.
Okay.
If the boys win gold and stuff, because they'd be back on the 6th, I believe, or 7th, and the first game is on that 7th. So
they got to win on Friday.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say I like North Dakota to win this. I like North Dakota to win it still.
I picked North Dakota. I like to win. Yeah, I'll stick with that.
Tournament. I'm gonna still say Dogs just because it feels good to say. Thank you. Okay. Let's go to
Atlantic.
God damn it! Finally, we're here. RIT at the top. I mean, we probably should have predicted that. I did not. I had Canisius. They're in 4th right now. RIT is 27.
It's
Sacred Heart with 25 points above AIC. Like, if I would have predicted this, I would have been like, RIT is probably the most likely, and AIC is the second most likely. Canisius has some dogs. You know, they've been up and down. Terrible start to the season.
Terrible start, but
just brutal.
Again, if they can finish second half of the season hot,
yeah, why not?
AIC Sacred Heart can drop. They could all drop, make it really close. And
yeah, if you would have told me Army being dead last, first of all, I'd say you hate your country. But the fact that they just cannot win games and they are in dead last. Like, no, it's not close. Robert Morris, new program. I guess they've played 3 more games on the schedule here. So that'll probably change. Robert Morris has not had a great start. But yeah, Air Force is right there in 9th too. It's just sad to see.
Niagara's
they got the funds. They just don't got the, I don't know what they don't have. They don't have it. They got to get more pucks deep, more rimming. Is that what is it, James?
I don't know. But Holy Cross 9-7-3 on the season. That's a winning record in the season.
Crusaders.
Yeah.
Crusaders are back. Like, they had that playoff run, that was ridiculous last year. They could have been in the tournament right there with Canisius. They really lost 1-0 in the Atlantic playoffs. Like, they had 2 empty netters put in. So that's a tough place to play over there in the C block. Canisius, they got it done. They're both in the hunt there. Sacred Heart, that could be predicted, I guess. New rank, good vibes. Everybody's loving it there. We loved it there. And they're in second right now. So wide open. Who are you taking?
I took Canisius to start. I'm going to take him to
Yeah,
finish.
I'm ride or die.
You ride or
Chris.
die? Like,
I love T-Large, man.
I do, but it's like they're 9 points behind. They need so much to happen already.
Yeah, but
And
not
RIT just
really.
needs to stay hot.
But we're talking about, I'm thinking tournament time is like the Wild West in the Atlantic, man. We found that out
We're
last
just talking
year.
regular season, though. I'm not talking the whole tournament.
Okay. But the Atlantic is, that's everybody there. RIT right now, I get it. They're top 20.
Yeah.
They'd have to really win out to get an at-large bid, or damn near. Yeah, everybody there is just like, all you have to do is get hot at the right time. So maybe Canisius, they had it right last year. They saved it all year. Like, they were a below 500 team.
We'll see.
Ran the show. So I still got the Griffs.
I'd love to see Sacred Heart up there, too, though.
Yeah.
That new rank for playoffs, hosting, like that. Just
As far as winning the conference, I think it's kind of out of
the conference
reach
tournament
for
will
them.
be different, too. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I'll say RIT probably wins it. Shout out to the Corner Crew. They have got it done all year.
That is all the conferences right there. We just covered them.
No, Independent Cup. Let's jump over to the real one that everyone wants to hear about. It's the Independent Cup. It's been going on longer than we were born, Jim. And, it's not super close at the moment. ASU, who didn't even win it last season, I think they might have finished either second or third. They are clearly at the top right now. They are, what's their total record? 13, 3, and 4. That's a lot of effing games played in the first half here, and they won 13 of them. How many goals did they score tonight? 8?
Yeah.
Jesus H. They got a guy named Matthew Copperud, 100th career NCAA game played, 100th career point. He leads the nation in power play goals. Also leads the nation in game-winning goals, which I don't know if we need to get into that tangent again. I don't think that's a real stat, but power play goals is a real thing, and he's a monster. So shout out to our guy. And otherwise, I think Alaska might catch him. But if you can't stop Shea Donovan in crunch time, I don't know. Not many people can, actually.
No.
He's a wagon. All right. So that is the Independent Cup. Let's get into briefly what happened this weekend. Like we said, a lot of weird games. Like we had, the biggest story probably was Alaska versus Augustana. Right? Like that was the best series.
This weekend?
Yeah. This weekend, like that was the actual.
There literally wasn't much, but that was it.
And the puck dropped at 10 p.m. every night. It was great.
Yeah.
It was great having to stay up until 1:30 to see Shea Donovan tuck, but he did. That was the craziest.
Made it worth the wait.
Shout out Shea Donovan, 5 years running. Didn't have a point really until his third, fourth year in college hockey with Wisconsin. He had a big secondary assist against Denver this year. We celebrated that. We had him on.
Yeah.
I think we might throw him a parade, man. Like, that was a sick goal. He did it all himself.
Yep.
3-on-3 OT. He had a hilarious comment on it, like, I was trying to go fast because I didn't want the coach to realize I was out there and bench me. Like, that's hilarious.
Yes, that's.
The guy's a glue gun, and he's also a wagon now, so we'd love to see it. That was the story of the weekend for me.
Yep.
So far.
No, that's the only story of the weekend, Connor.
Yep.
The weekend before there's more games, but there's only 5 series this past weekend. So
I know it's kind of sad.
It really is. I think the biggest surprise for me the weekend before, if we want to jump back one more week quick before we preview the World Juniors here, but was Northeastern taking down BC after Northeastern had won a game this year, maybe one.
Yeah, that was a big.
That was and then Maine beating BC too. That showed me that Maine's for real. I watched Maine play against BU too. They look good versus them. They lost, but
Nadeau brothers, man.
They had they're good. They're
me.
good. There's no doubt about it. Maine's got something this year. I hope they at least get home ice for their crazy fans there that they all found. So
they deserve it. I think every number one though, nobody wants to be ranked number one right now.
No, it's just like a curse.
You're gonna get pummeled by even like CC can come into your barn and just work you. Like it happens. So right now it was BC. We're not updating our rankings, right? Like it's gonna stay BC.
It's staying, yeah.
Coming in. Who's going to be number one next? Like everyone that has taken a fat L. So like Quinnipiac might be a next, I guess, and they'll take it. They'll just get swept by like Dartmouth. Are we going to sewer
Quinnipiac? Are we going to do it to them?
I don't know. I'm just saying eventually in the season, like looking at a ranking,
they will be
top
one
10 right now. They're going to climb there.
Yeah.
Like the ECAC is, they're walking over sponges right now. So like, it'll happen and they'll get shelled by Dartmouth.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I agree.
All right, guys, quick break in the action. Not really even a break. We were talking about who's going to win the standings. You actually want to make some money. It's who's going to win the whole damn shebang, James. And you know where you can bet and do that?
DraftKings.
DraftKings Sportsbook. You're damn right, James. Smart man. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook. Use promo code THPN. That's THPN at DraftKings Sportsbook. You're going to get some real bang for your buck. Is that not right, James?
Yep. You want to download the app now and use promo code THPN. New customers get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting just $5 on hockey. That's code THPN only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Can you imagine $5 in the super hot Bemidji State Beavers right now to win it all?
How about Stonehill to win a game?
Oh, God, that's
You're
gotta
getting
be
like, you can take the week off work. That one.
plus 4,500.
I don't know.
Sauce it on there, man. Yeah, go to DraftKings Sportsbook, use promo code THPN. And now, back to the podcast. All right, so that was the Independent Cup, which is what everybody is after, obviously. Let's recap. That's done. How about we get to some awards, Jim? Because, there's a big one coming at the end of the year. It was Glue Gun, but people forget about the other one.
Have we got Shea his physical glue gun yet?
No, I still have it.
Okay, we'll see him in person soon enough here, but especially after the weekend he just had. But yeah,
I want to hand that. I got
let's
to
dive
place
into
it
the awards.
in his firm,
100%.
firm hand. Yep. So Glue Gun of the Year. There's some competition out there. I think Shea Dono with that OT winner and really bringing the boys together. It was -20 in Fairbanks this weekend. Like, we got that photo from Shea, right?
Yeah.
-20.
Shea.
Nothing brings the boys together like actually having a good time and winning some games out there in the frozen tundra.
There's nothing like walking off the team bus and not feeling your fucking toes.
Yeah.
Immediately for like 10 steps and you're in.
You're telling me that shower wasn't as hot as it possibly could be afterwards? You know what shampoo was being tossed around? They emptied every last bottle in there.
And to finish the game, late night in the showers on Friday night and come out on Saturday and get that one late night. What was it? 1 o'clock his time, but in Alaska, what?
It was 1 o'clock here. It was 1:30 at least.
Yeah. But then to get that
ridiculous.
overtime goal that late at night,
God,
did he even know what was going on out there?
No.
Was it a dream for him? Maybe.
You know how hammered the fans were at Fairbanks watching that one? They're like the announcer had no clue.
Yeah.
It was Shea Dono. It was hilarious. Like the goal calls, it was just like 28.
The guy ruined a night out on the town for everyone that night. I went into Fairbanks and took the night from him.
like,
Left. First goal.
It appears Shea Donovan. The guy had no idea who the hell Shea was. It was awesome. And yeah, so Glue Gun of the Year, he's a back-to-back reigning. Who else?
How do you take it away? He gets his first one.
Who's in the running?
Carl Fish. I mean, Minnesota guy that's been around for a long time.
Fish. Okay, we'll throw him in.
You got to
there.
think he spent some time in the locker room with the boys. So
Yeah.
I
Will Francis.
Will Francis, always a glue gun. God, there's probably many more in college hockey.
Yeah,
we don't have
we're-
personal relationships with everyone, but you got to think Ben Pat's sticking his head in and out of the locker room.
Ben Pat's always around somewhere.
Yeah.
Jack Adams could come back. We don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
know?
that's I'm trying to think college hockey anywhere else. No,
Swankler?
guys are just leaving. Okay.
All right, yeah, so that's Glue Gun. How about we get to Portal of the Year? Speaking of Swankler, I don't think he could heat up in the second half. I'm not.
He hasn't
gonna
played
lie.
a game yet. Who knows? It'd just be starting.
Speaking of Michigan Tech, they got a big guy coming back, at least on offense, to help them out, you would think. But let's get to Portal of the Year. Who's been a transfer that's just like, holy hell, that worked out?
A bunch of them.
I mean, there's a lot.
Red Savage being a huge one.
Michigan
Who else?
State.
Michigan State.
Joey Larson, Isaac Howard, both transfers, both lead their team in points. I think Red Savage is at the top two. I think Carson Dorwart's still having a good year, but like all their transfers are scoring all their damn goals, it seems like. Yeah, they got everything. Wisconsin's
got
the whole
Mike Hastings.
Mike Hastings.
Is he Portal of the Year?
He could be the. I mean, he's the Portal GOAT at this point. Like, the whole effing team. I'm trying to think, going up and down here.
I don't know. We did miss one guy for the Glue Gun of the Year, and that's Luke Lush. He hasn't played a lot this season, but goddamn,
Lush,
can
I
keep
love
a
that
locker room
name.
together. Yeah.
RIT, man.
RIT,
You wonder
transfer from Sacred Heart, Portal. But yeah, as far as the Portal goes, you got to give it to who? I mean, who do you give it to?
I would say another one. Well, I'm going to give it to Mike Hastings right now. I think it's a tough one to beat.
Yeah.
Sam Colangelo for Western.
I was just going to say, Sam Colangelo
goals.
is my. It's got to be him.
He's got 11 tucks right now.
He's got 11 tucks coming in on a new team.
And he's scoring them at home. That's if you're a Western fan,
It's a huge
you gotta
reason Western's in
appreciate that.
fourth place right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have 11 wins. He's got 11 tucks.
If you're picking Portal of the Year, an actual player, not Mike Hastings, it's got to be Sam Colangelo.
Hey, Hastings
coming
can
from
still lace
Northeastern
him
to
up.
Western Michigan. He's been the story. The 11 goals, like that's up there in the country for goals.
Let me make sure he has 11. Hold on.
So,
God damn it, I hope he does. He does. Wow, I pulled that one out. Yeah. I'm going to give it to him because that is a ridiculous
how many points on the
amount.
season?
How many points? Let's see here. 19.
That's pretty damn good.
11, yeah, I mean,
from the Portal. I mean,
11 games.
That's huge for Western right now.
11
I
tucks.
think that's who I'd give it to.
Yeah.
Next
I like
award, what do we got?
that.
Block shots. Do we have a leader in that?
Block
right
shots, damn right. Who do you think?
Now? Not a Beaver.
Not a Beav. No. You're in the right conference.
Yeah, of course.
You're like, oh shit. Well, it could be Atlantic because Atlantic is always up there.
Yeah.
But it's not.
I'm gonna go on Michigan. It's got to be someone on Michigan Tech.
No, you're close.
Northern Michigan.
Yes.
Why would I?
Yeah, I don't know
It's
why
been
you
the
went
leader
Michigan
2 years.
Tech.
Jeez,
Michigan
man.
Tech, you know what? Actually,
They just won a lot of games out of nowhere for some reason. I was like, it has to be block shots.
you know why I don't like Michigan Tech for block shots? They don't even list it on their website, and I know because I've looked so many effing times.
Who is it
They
on
don't
Northern?
list it.
Is Newhouse back?
You would think it's our reigning champion. I think he had like 100 and let's just say 199 last year. It felt like that. He's at 48 right now. Aiden Gallagher.
God.
I think it's got to be his 5th year. I don't know. No, junior. That doesn't make sense. It feels like he's always been there. He's leading the country at 48. Right behind him, Hunter Sansbury.
What is in the water? What is that guy second in the country too?
Yeah. Sacred Heart.
Oh no, I thought you meant another guy in Northern. I was like, my
No,
God.
Northern does have a few. They always have a few. Aiden Gallagher, he hasn't even won Sponge of the Week. He has never blocked the most.
You don't have to.
He's just consistently laying down, getting in front of him. So
God, is that post gonna feel good when he does get Sponge of the Week?
yeah, he's earned it. He's only leading by 2 right now, but like we know what this man's capable of. And Northern's not a bad team.
God,
Like,
that'd be fun to watch it come down to the last week and it's guys playing each other and they're both like tied for blocks, just diving out for the
They don't even have a stick. What the hell are you
They
doing?
pass it to the point on purpose so they have to eat.
It's like, coach, I gained 15 followers last year. I need this. Let's go. Yeah, Northern is always right there. It could be the 4th straight season of a Sponge of the Year from Northern Michigan. Doesn't that just feel right?
Yeah, it does.
Feels nice. So I'm glad to see that
Is
one.
there any other awards?
I'm trying to. What other awards do we even do?
Coach of the Year?
Coach of the Year.
Again, is it Portal? Mike Hastings has got to be.
Mike Hastings, Coach of the Year. Yeah.
I think so far it's him.
Not Bradbury after that last weekend.
Nope. I'll give it to Hastings. He's got the nod.
Yeah, I like Hastings.
Any other awards that we are missing? Just the Hobey race. I mean,
Yeah.
let's go our top 3 for Hobey and Richter. What do we got?
Hobey, I like Celebrini. I like Jack Devine.
Yep.
Last one, I'd probably give it to Zeev for Denver.
Over Rizzo?
Because
Rizzo's got the most points.
I know, but Denver, I mean, have you seen the way Devine actually scores it? Like Rizzo is nasty with his setups, but usually that's not the guy who gets picked to win. It's a flashy goal scorer lately.
Yeah.
You know, you go to Caulfield, Fantilli with 30 effing tucks. Like, I don't know. I kind of like Devine in that because they're going to split votes. So I think they're not going to do what the Gophers did and send them both. I think you just got to cut one down, and we'll see. It could be Rizzo. He'll have way more.
It's going to be one person from Denver.
Yeah.
In that top 3.
But yeah, I guess I did just cut my argument in half by putting Zeev in there too. So I'll take him out. It's got to be. I like Zeev's got to be in there. He's a defenseman. He's 3rd in the country in points right now.
Yep.
So I'm going to take him. I'm going to take Celebrini, and then honestly, I'm going to go Graff. Colin Graff.
Wow.
He has significantly less games played. I think he leads the nation in points per game, and every time he's in there, I don't think Quinnipiac's lost this year, at least not in regulation with Colin Graff out there. Like they lost that first one to BC. He got injured in that game. Like he got suied basically, and then they barely go on to lose. But every game that he started and finished, he has damn near, it feels like 2 points. I think he has 1.89 is his average right now per game, which is ridiculous. So I'd put him as my number 3 right now.
Okay.
What do you got?
That's a good top 3. I feel like I have to stick with Snuggerud, even though he's had a slow start to the year.
You're loyal.
I am
like
loyal,
that.
but it's my pick.
He's
to win
electric
Hobey.
as hell.
Celebrini's in there too.
Yep, I like it.
I don't know, but I don't know. Like Rizzo has to be in there. I feel like
Rizzo.
he's making so many plays out there, and
You want to know who's number 3?
Zeev too. He could be in it, but I've had to go one. I said Rizzo.
Lucas Sillinger. And throw him in there. Yep. Apparently tonight, so I know they've played 2 more games.
And against Robert Morris too.
Tough place to play. He's 3rd in the nation in points right now. Lucas Sillinger, former Beeve. It's the year of the Beeve. I keep saying it, but he's breaking up that they had 3 straight Denver players top in the nation in points until Lucas Sillinger just pummeled Robert Morris this weekend with 7 points. So that's kind of cool to see. Gabe Perreault, what a start for him at BC. Like, talk about the Wild just punching themselves in the face between a lot going on and then just skipping over Gabe. That one stings because he's currently, 5th in the nation in points?
Our assistant GM got canned this week. Don't know if you saw that.
Did you
Was
see
it for picking someone? I don't know, but
GM is also under the hot seat for verbal abuse, so that's always a good start.
could have been over that pick.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I just don't know how you pass on Gabe Perreault right now. I don't know it.
And we'll say the pick was questionable. But
Yep.
You know,
Let's
that's
leave
all
it
we're
there
gonna say.
and move forward.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. So that's, what about rookie of the year? We're going to go freshman, besides Celebrini.
Besides Celebrini, I was going to say that's a...
Would it be Perreault? Or would, I mean, like, you could pick anyone on that line. Will Smith, Ryan Leonard, having a great year.
Those guys could all win the Hobey too, that whole line.
Yeah. The Nadeau twins.
I would say Perreault if we had to do it. Yeah, he's been the biggest difference maker. So
Okay. Let's throw that out there. Rookie of the year. Shout out to him so far. Who knows?
yeah,
Stinker of the year. This team is putrid. historic. They're having a historic year so far. I don't think anyone's going to touch them. It's my Skyhawks. It stings. Stonehill has yet to win a game, James. And at some point, there just isn't a hot seat anymore. The coach is just engraved. Like, does he have tenure?
You might as well soak the rest of them, though. Don't give a new guy. Don't let a new guy come in and ruin his confidence before it even started.
Forget going to shoot a video for this team. Let's just go play. Let's fucking lace them up. Give us a fourth line shift, man. Let us get absolutely just wrecked out there. And then the boys are be like, man, those guys got guts. They got heart. I'm going to get in the corners. I'm going to close out a game. Like, they were beating Arizona
if Coach
State.
calls you right now after hearing this rant and says, you're playing tomorrow night?
If he gives me a sweater stitched with Thelman on the back, you bet your ass I'm skating out there. I bleed purple, Skyhawks purple.
You'd be bleeding. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, no, I would get absolutely crushed. But what's the difference, James? They're 0-16? They've played so many games. Let me see. Like, they should be in the Ivy. They should wait to not play in October.
Come on.
You know? Like, is that too far? They're 0-16. They haven't even made it to overtime. Or no, they did. Why is that one not on there? Man, I hate... shout out to College Hockey News for being weird. They did go to overtime against Arizona State. So I remember that game. I was live texting Joey Sofo being like, suck it, Skyhawks going all the way. I think they're up 4-1 at one point. They lose 5-4. It's been a tough year. So stinker of the year so far. I don't think anyone's going to catch them. You know, maybe Yale give them a run for the money.
Just.
All right, we'll get out of there. We'll get out of there.
That's
Okay. What about there's one?
There's got to be one other team that's really sucked this year, and
So
it was
far?
Northeastern before they turned it around.
Say Ohio State's not looking great in the Big Ten right now.
No,
but they're still a good
They're still
team.
5-8-4.
They're still, yeah. I trust them to win some games.
All right, everyone has more than 3 wins, so I'm not going to come at anyone.
Yale has, I'd say Yale has had some surprising wins.
RPI is 3-11-1, but
they beat Mankato. They split with Mankato this weekend. I was proud of them.
one of the ones.
I was on, like,
That's
those wins. They feel
that one
good.
hurts for Mankato.
Right now, I think
get that
Lindenwood's the only one actually having a close enough tough start to Stonehill, because we expected not amazing things out of Lindenwood. I think they were tougher to play last year. Like, they lost a lot of transfers. What Hunter Johannes playing for North Dakota, tearing it up this year. That stings not having him. I think they lost David Gagnon. I can't even think how to pronounce that last name. He's gone. They lost a lot of scoring, and they cannot score goals.
No, they can't.
It's just tough. We feel for those Lions, but no one's as stinky as Stonehill right now. So moving on.
I really hope I don't have to play a shift there this week. Yeah, it'd be tough.
All right, there you have it. Stonehill with the stinker of the year. How about stinkers of the century? We had a pretty fun post this week about a lot of 30 teams currently, Division I men's hockey teams, have not played in the national championship game, which seems like a lot.
Yeah.
It is a lot. A lot of these teams jump out, like Stonehill's on there, shocker. But there's a lot of teams that are not. Like, or a lot of teams that I wouldn't expect them to be here. Western Michigan, for one. Like, I know they've really turned it on the last 5 years. But, like, seeing them next to Stonehill just kind of hurts. Don't you think? So, James, do we want to peel a Band-Aid? Beavs?
They were so close. They made it to the Frozen Four, damn it.
Exactly. I honestly thought the Beavs had. So, they're on there. Vermont. That's another. I was like,
this could be the year. Vermont.
Year
You just don't know.
Vermont.
It's been such a crazy year. Any of these teams could.
Northeastern?
That's crazy to me.
I thought they would have.
Yeah.
You know, like,
who else would shock me on that list right there?
Let's see. I mean, Anchorage way back, maybe?
No.
Okay. Ohio State?
No.
Merrimack? I feel like Merrimack could have had a great year.
Yeah, they could have
Omaha?
run.
Omaha's had
they've
some
had
good
some
players in there.
teams.
I think UConn is going to tear it up. So, I mean, RIT made it to the Frozen Four.
Yeah.
Have not made it to the tournament. So there is a lot of Atlantic on there. So all you Atlantic haters, F off.
Yeah.
You know, these teams are earning it. The Griffs are there. That one stinks. Air Force, Mercyhurst, Niagara, Lindenwood, the Tommies. ASU, that's a team. I think, so, UMass Lowell. That's one that
another
really
one.
stood out. Yeah.
Penn State.
Penn State, yeah, but, you know, wasn't
The
last
Big
year
Ten.
their first real tournament run?
Yeah. I mean, they had one more before that, but
Yeah, so a lot of these teams are just new. So, like, you look at Augustana's on there, LIU, freaking Lindenwood,
Obviously, they're not
Stonehill.
gonna- yeah.
Give them time. You know, give them a lot of time at Stonehill. But we're talking, like, who's going to be the first team to bust out of this list? Who do you got? Like,
Western. Western this year.
Ooh.
Western this year.
Tournament time for our boy Alex
Yeah.
Bump.
Yeah. Let him
like
dice
that.
up in the tournament.
Speaking of transfer of the
Sam
year,
Pelangigo.
shit. Bump hasn't had a
Come
great-
on. He didn't play another game anywhere else, though.
He did transfer.
He did use the portal. God damn it.
He practiced at Vermont, baby. We saw that. Remember, they were so
He got his
pumped.
touches in. Oh, yeah.
They were so pumped to post about it. That was great. Sorry.
That's so dark.
Let's go for picks. So Western, I think for sure is one that's going to jump out of there. I think ASU has a chance
They could.
Like, they're going to keep getting the recruits. This is just one of those. Like, Lucas Sillinger's just tearing it up. He's like, yeah, I'll go play it in a year in Tempe. You know, like, they can get anybody in the portal whenever they want. They start getting some sick freshmen down there, it's going to be a game changer.
Northeastern, once they turn it around.
Northeastern, yeah.
They've had so many good teams. I mean, they could easily do it.
They've pumped out some real talent lately. So, yeah, I think they're there. Ohio State, that's another
they
team.
easily could.
I
they
think
need
they
a
could.
new rink, I think.
Penn State.
Could.
Beavs, obviously.
Yep. Tommy's well soon.
I feel like Vermont and UConn. Shit, I want to see Alaska, and they're so bad.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know the odds of that, but they're definitely going to be in the tournament here. I think in the next 3 years for sure. So there you go. That's teams that have not played in Princeton. You're on this list as well. Sorry to say it. I don't think you're getting out soon, but you are. You're on the list. So good for you guys. All right. So there we have it. That was the stinkers of the century. Let's get positive. How about teams that are making the tournament, James?
The century, yeah, let's go for it.
Stinkers of the century to actual winners here. Let's just run down the list of who's going to make it. I'm in women's rankings right now. Hang on. We have gone too far. All right, let's start with BU. In.
Yep.
BC.
In.
Quinnipiac.
In.
North Dakota.
In.
Denver.
In.
Wisconsin.
In.
Michigan State.
In.
Maine.
In.
God, Maine's got to feel so good that they're listed 8th right now. This is just USCHO, so take it easy on me, people. Minnesota.
I think Maine's a bubble.
Think Maine's bubble right now?
Minnesota, bubble.
I'm just going off USCHO rankings. Yep, okay. Minnesota, bubble. Providence, I think's bubble.
I think Providence is in. They're gonna
you like Providence being in?
Yeah.
I mean, they're a good damn team. Massachusetts.
In.
All right. Now I think we're getting bubble territory. Western, but you're about ready to tattoo Western on your left cheek right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Western's in.
Western's in. Arizona State. That one woke up Miles.
Bubble. Arizona State bubble. St. Cloud bubble.
Michigan 15th ranked right now.
As of now, not in.
Not in?
For me.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to really make some noise, especially in the Big Ten
If you just
tournament.
think about, just all the Big Ten teams we named before them right now.
Yeah.
Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan State. There's 3 already ahead of you. So.
Another one that needs work, Penn
And the
State.
Hockey East is deep.
Penn State's deep. All right, how about
Cornell's on the...
Cornell's for sure bubble.
Any team top 20 right now is bubble that we mentioned.
Anyone who's not in the top 10.
New Hampshire's bubble for sure, but they have a good second half of the year.
All right, let's pick who's. So you like Western. New Hampshire, do you like?
Yeah, I do, but again, bubble.
I'm gonna say St. Cloud's making it. Like they're too
They
good
should,
conference, and just them at home this year, especially since October at least.
I'd say St. Cloud's
making
making
gross.
it. Yep.
Okay. Cornell or Colorado College, good story. I don't think they're making it. They're top 20 right now.
They're on the bubble.
They're a bubble. I'm not saying they're not
Do
a
you
bubble.
think
I'll
any
give
team
them the
that's
bubble.
not top 20 right now is going to make it? Let's just cut to that.
Ooh, I like that. I would say
Omaha has a chance. I'd say Omaha has a chance.
Notre Dame
and never count out Fairbanks. Damn it. No, I'm counting out the rest of them though.
Michigan Tech.
Now they could win. You got to think about the conference championships and the tournaments and who's going to.
I would say most likely to make it.
Tech
would be Tech from others receiving votes on that list right now.
Yeah.
We'll throw that out there. All right, so those are teams that are not stinkers of the century, or at least not stinkers of this year so far. So good for you guys.
It's just crazy. Northeastern's last in the Hockey East, and they're still receiving a vote for top 20.
That doesn't. I think they're drunk. That's why I don't like looking at this list. I should have just look at ECH rankings. Go to Team ECH on Twitter, people. You know where to find it every week, and there's a reason why people retweet it a lot more than theirs. So, all right, let's get out of there. Let's go to the World Juniors coming up. Something fun, James. A lot of boys on that roster. I think there's like 3 that are currently playing somewhere else besides college hockey because they're losers. But the rest of that lineup, just kidding. We love them. Go boys. Go USA. Most of that roster is just loaded. Like this team looks like it's going to win, right? Can we say that?
They're favored to win. I know I sent the odds in the group
we haven't
chat
had
this
that.
morning.
And when's the last time we were favored?
I don't know.
Even winning at Caulfield, we
I
won
wish
it. We were not
some
favored.
NHL players that were released to play for USA, Canada, and the rest of the nation.
That'd be sick. Yeah.
But
besides that, this is as good of a roster that we could hope for, right?
You got to think the USA is going to win this thing.
It's literally BC, Michigan, Gophers, BU mixed in there with Lane Hudson, versus all. I mean, there's a couple, there's one Michigan State. Isaac Howard got in. Danny Nelson for Notre Dame. Beeves, Eric Polkamp. Yeah, shouts to your guy
huge
there.
For the program, yeah.
Otherwise, it's literally Denver. They had Zeev William getting in there. David Carl at the helm. Thought there'd be more, Denver guys there, but I guess not. Yeah, it's Michigan. It's BC.
It's the big schools. I mean, it's the top players in the country. Like, what do you? I don't know. I don't see them not winning it.
I'm so happy Rutgers.
Canada's got a good chance. They only have 2 college guys, Celebrini and
Yeah,
Wood,
that
right?
pisses me off. I think that's why I root against the Canadians the most. Is like you have the Nadeau brothers did not get in.
That's crazy.
I don't even know if they tried out. I just know they're not.
They should
weren't
be
even
on the roster, though.
Or no, they weren't invited. Actually, looking at that invite because I remember I made a graphic for that.
Yeah.
We're not invited. So that makes no sense. There's a lot of Canadian college hockey players out there. You're not going to invite any of them, especially if they qualify.
Yeah.
Makes no sense. So, yeah, they're going down. All they have is obviously Celebrini, the reigning, most likely Hobey winner, I'd say, or the most juice, number 1 overall pick coming up.
Yep.
Not bad. And then you got Matthew Wood. Had not a great start for UConn so far, but he has been scoring as of late. So, and
Yes, he has.
he's a big kid.
Yep.
He's going to be tough. So, yeah,
Canada will still be good.
I like Canada. Sweden's always good.
Yeah.
Russia, they're not playing, right? they're still out of here. All right, so I like
Between those, give it those top 3 teams, who would you choose?
I like the U.S., man. Red, white, and blue. I think tournament MVP here. I'm just going to throw a dart. Give me Cutter, baby. Give me Mr. America himself. He's going back in. He got that bronze. He wants the gold. He's back.
I'm taking Gabe.
Taking Gabe?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's probably going to have the most points. He's an Apple machine.
Yeah.
I like that. Lane Hudson's got a chance. I mean, Seamus Casey could have a huge tournament. There's so much
I think this
talent.
will be big. This World Juniors run right here will be the biggest for Jimmy Snuggerud. He's lost some talent who he's played with this year. Not a lot. He's still playing with great players.
Yeah.
Team lost talent. He's kind of, not the year he probably wanted to. He still has got 11 goals, but this could really help him out.
For sure.
Find his rhythm.
Propel him.
And then go.
What about the goalies? So we have 2 really good college hockey tenders.
I think
obviously,
you got to give them both a
Augustine coming
chance, at least in the preliminary rounds. You got to give them both a chance.
Both are having
Fowler
a
and
great
Augustine.
year so far for their teams. So Jacob Fowler for BC or Trey Augustine. I think Trey's going to, obviously, I think he's getting the nod to start.
Yeah.
Like, they'll probably both see time, but I think Trey, until he
I just want to
loses
see
that
my boy
spot.
Polkamp get some time.
Yeah.
They got a lot of D here, and not everyone's going to play, but
Yeah, they'll put him out there. He's a beef, man. They're leading the conference right now.
you got to. Hugh will block shots.
Damn right he will.
Yeah.
You think
You
he's
need
not
some
going to rim? You
He's
need a guy to rim?
representing the CCHA on this roster right now.
He really is.
I mean, you got to get him out there to eat pucks.
Isn't that crazy? Is that it's literally Hockey East and Big Ten.
And
You look at
CCHA
this.
and one CCHA.
One NCHC.
That's crazy.
Zeev Boyum. There's 0 ECAC who just won the damn tournament.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad to hear that.
But I
But
mean, they're all older players, so
yeah, like
but
Harvard boys aren't there this year. Obviously, Quinnipiac's
opens
not.
up a lot of space.
Yeah, but only one NCHC kind of stood out to me. Like no Nodak.
I would love to see more college guys fill the guys spots
Yeah.
that aren't in college right now. That's what I'd like to see.
All right, guys, quick break in the action. I want to talk to you about our proud sponsor over at Endorphin.com. It's the best protein in the business for a reason. It works. It's easy.
Tastes great.
You get huge. You block shots.
Vanilla, chocolate, whatever
They
you
literally
want.
got everything you need. You put it in this bottle. You shake it up. You put it down. You go to work. I'm looking at you, Stonehill. Go to Endorphin.com. Use promo code ECH
Tough pod.
or
Stonehill.
Pucks and Deep.
Yeah.
It's because I love them.
Yeah.
Comes from a place of love. But again, Endorphin.com. Speaking of love, go to Endorphin. Use promo code ECH. 10% off. You're going to like that you did. And now, back to the podcast. All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here. We've broken down World Juniors, what to expect there. Gave out all of our awards so far, if we could. Things to watch there. Our conference leaders, who's fallen off, who's in the tournament. What else we got here, James? You're damn right. It's the Quick Trip Holiday Classic.
Just a classic.
And the GLI,
Yeah.
Great Lakes Invitational. Somehow, Western Michigan's not in it this year. I saw a lot of gripe about that from the Lunatics, rightfully so. How do you win the tournament? Like, they pumped teams last year. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember
They hung like
very
11
clearly.
or something in the final. Like, it was crazy. And they're not invited, which is kind of hilarious. But we got Alaska got the invite. Alaska
nowhere.
versus Michigan Tech. And you got Ferris State versus Michigan State. Obviously, I think the Sparties are
Championship bound.
they're championship bound.
Alaska versus who?
Michigan Tech. That one's going to be a tilt.
Just a tilt and a half.
I hope they bring the polar bear and they just drop it in Michigan.
This might bring some tears to the Fairbanks faithful here, but old CCHA matchup.
You thinking so?
Yeah, that's what it was. Michigan Tech. Fairbanks, yeah.
Oh. I thought you meant like Tech's going to beat them. And it's
No,
gonna
no.
be. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Independent now. Independent Cup.
That does bring some tears. But who do you
Fairbanks.
got?
Fairbanks, Michigan State. God, do I want that,
That is a
championship.
sick. Yeah. You
I'll-
see, now you're
I
pumped
will
up
go
about
to
the
that.
GLI.
I will go to
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
I want to be there too. Ferris State. I wouldn't hate if they won. That'd be hilarious. Remember, I think they won last year. They won the first one.
Yeah.
One game one.
That'd be great.
I remember
I
that.
always want to see Ferris
Michigan
State
Tech
win
had a
games.
tough showing last year, and I remember they had like sold out the whole building. So
That's tough.
I hope they perform a little bit better. Give me Michigan State to win it all.
Yep.
I think that's fair. Okay. The holiday quick trip face-off classic. Everybody loves
good
this.
one.
It's Air Force Wisconsin, the defending 2-time champs.
Mm-hmm.
They almost lost it last year. Like, they should have. I think it was versus Clarkson, something crazy. But they're a wagon this year. It's the Wisconsin Hastings, I think is their new name. And, yeah, they're definitely favored to win. Minnesota Duluth versus Northeastern. Talk about a couple of, stinkers so far this season, but a lot of talent on both rosters. Steve's, he could have 6 goals this tournament.
Yeah.
Who do you got, James?
Give me Duluth.
You like some dogs?
Start the year off with Steve.
You're not just saying that.
Start the second half of the new year off, I'll say. Right? Is it New Year or no, it's 29th?
Are you pulling my leg?
No, I'm actually taking the dogs here.
Fucking right.
I'm taking Ben Steves because of Ben Steves.
Yeah, Steve
He's
Nation.
carried this team. For a team that's lost Dominic James, Ben Steves 7 a year.
It's Steve's versus all, but Biondi just scored. He's getting hot. He's getting married.
He is getting married.
He could turn it up here in the second half. Shout out to Blake Biondi.
Locker room talk guest.
Boom. Will Francis, want to see him back as soon as
shout outs
possible.
right now. Shout out tonight. Angus Crookshank.
Boom.
Episode 50 of Pucks and Deep. Yep, making his NHL debut with the Senators.
That is crazy.
That's cool. Good kid.
Yeah. Good.
I
for
love
him.
to see kids that we've worked with, in the past go far and
Seriously.
achieving his dream tonight. Pretty damn cool. So we made a post about that, but other than that, like
Still on YouTube. So all right. So who's winning this holiday face-off?
I
got
took
dogs.
Duluth, yeah.
Versus who though? Are they playing Wisconsin?
Really
It doesn't matter. They're gonna run over.
It is going to be
running
Wisconsin.
over
I think
anybody.
Duluth, Wisconsin would be a well-attended game, but two,
Yeah,
it's going to be a
that's
good
true.
game too. And I'm taking Duluth.
You took the words right out of my mouth. You're damn right we're going to run this thing. It's going to be a big turnaround for your Bulldogs out there, people. Gear up. Bulldog country. That's all I got to say. So those are our picks. That's everything that we got to recap. Also, World Juniors. Check out our page. Follow us on everything.
We'll be covering
college hockey on Instagram. Team ECH on
Cornell
Twitter.
video out now on our YouTube. Go check it out.
Yes, sir.
Go check it out. Really good job by our boy Miles there, just editing that thing up. It gives the experience of what it's like to play in Ithaca there. And God, was that a fun trip? I know Miles and I just enjoyed that. And that student section was crazy. They did give Harvard their only win of the year, so that's tough.
It's a little tough,
But the environment was something that I've
look at
never
this jersey.
experienced before, though. We got a J out of it, but the environment. I remember walking in the night before there. We just got off the plane, walking to that barn for the first time at Lina, and not one person in the arena, and it's sold out. Sold out. Not one person had their phone out. It was just like old time hockey, just grit.
Just packed in there too.
And I just stopped in there, saw a shootout one next night to play Harvard, and that you could walking down the stairs with the boys at Lina there for that game, you can hear how loud the crowd is because they're like upstairs with the crowd, and you have to walk down to get to the ice level. But you're walking down a staircase, and you can just the place is shaking. It was really cool. So go check out that video on our YouTube. We also got another Day in the Life with Scott Morrow out now that was been released since our last podcast.
Also
go check
having
that
a
out.
year.
Also having a year. Could maybe win the Hobey. The great second half of the year. You never know.
I think he had 5 points last
Yeah,
weekend.
he's been fun to watch
nuts.
this season as he has every year. But go check that out on YouTube, guys. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. Another massive video.
Are we going to tease it?
I'm not saying much, but
It's big.
Our biggest video yet, I would say, when you say boys. Yeah. So our third Day in the Life video coming out as well soon here. So stay tuned for that. Probably in the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pumped. I'm fired up. I want to see some footage tonight. Can we?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So, yeah, there you had it, people. Go follow us on our pages. Team ECH on Twitter, but everything college hockey everywhere else.
Don't feel bad for sending Stonehill a DM of encouragement either.
Yeah, I think they need it.
Yeah. After what we just did to them.
I follow one of their players, a total bro, our last clip that we put out. He's like, I got you, brother. Haven't heard from him since. Yeah.
Oh, well, not anymore.
He guaranteed me a win.
Not anymore. He's not following
Still
me.
waiting on it. He seems like a cool dude, though.
He was, yeah.
Skyhawks are coming back. But, yeah, go check out our page. Appreciate you guys for listening. We'll see you next week on Pucks and Deep.
The ting goes grrr, ah, pop, 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 skitty kick, pop, 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 and a poop, poop, boom, 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 skia, ah, do, do, boom, 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 boom. You done know.